What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with a mail day recap. Got a handful of cards I've picked up in the last few weeks, and then few packages from members of the community. And we'll see what those have in store. Hard to believe we're already a week into December. Time is just flying. The NFL season only has a few weeks left in it. And winter meetings are currently starting to wrap up in baseball. No major moves yet, but it does sound like Juan Soto to the Yankees is likely to happen. And probably Shohei Ohtani will sign, I would think, in the next few days or so. So we should start to see more activity after that logjam kind of goes. Don't really expect a ton out of the Phillies, to be honest. They probably made their big move, the Aaron Nola re-signing. But they'll add, I'm sure. They'll add some depth and such. So looking forward to seeing what they do. Anyway, let's get into the pickups, and then we'll get into these packages. One from Brad8671, Bradley Claus, and then I got a package here from Gary, who is Bink Scott. So we'll take a look at a few of the pickups. Here's a nice Chase Utley Prism Silver Prism from 2013 Panini Prism. Beautiful looking card. Not one that looks too bad, not overly pajama looking, just based on the angle. Chase Utley is first time eligible for the Hall of Fame this year. He's gotten some moderate support to this point, so it's nice to see him get some support. He has zero chance to get in on the first ballot, and it's going to be a tough road, but I think he does have a chance on the writer's ballot. The traditional counting stats might not be there, but sabermetric stats are strong. His rankings among second basemen are strong. His peak was really good. His postseason success. I mean, there are a lot of reasons to be optimistic to think he has a shot. And if you watch the games, you would kind of know, but, it kind of just depends. He just did a ton between leadership and running the bases, which you can't measure that well because, if you're a speedster, you're going to steal a lot of bases. But running the bases, playing defense, he was a really, really good player and probably underrated by most. Got an X-Fractor, or Prism Refractor, I should say, from Finest Flashbacks. This is the Alec Boehm from the 2022 set. Prisms are numbered to 35. So able to pick this one up. This one actually kind of annoyed me. And listen, I don't care. You charge $5 for shipping, costs $3.50. Who cares? You charge $2 for shipping, and it costs you 65 cents. I don't care. Obviously, there's a lot of other cost. And I know as someone who sells cards as well, there's a lot of cost in shipping cards. But this guy charged $5 shipping. I won the bid for $1 because the guy's shipping was so high. And then he mailed it for 63 cents. So that I personally found frustrating. I mean, it didn't make sense. Just do the $1 shipping on the cheaper cards. And if you don't want to, that's fine. Do it the other way. But you're going to end up losing money regardless based on the excessive fees and such you're paying. So that one, a little bit frustrating, but at least I got the card. Here's a Topps Chrome X-Fractor of Kyle Schwarber. Just, one I ran by, saw it was real cheap. Figure what the hell. I like the X-Fractors. I never really break these. I've never broken Topps Chrome from Walmart, at least in the last 5 years. And I think these look great, so happy to add the Schwarber. Got a few of these Topps Now cards in. This is the Topps Now postseason. So in previous years, they would do like a little team set. The last two, they've done just like a general postseason. So you had to buy packs to get these. And, I didn't need the other players. I just wanted the Phillies. And if you bought packs, I guess you had a chance to get some sort of autograph and color parallels. But was able to pick up all the Phillies fairly cheap. So got the Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, JT Realmuto, and Kyle Schwarber. I think this was called MLB Stars of the Postseason. So added those. Those will go in with the Phillies Topps team set. Probably the final Topps Now card of the year for the Phillies is a Bryce Harper. This is for him winning the Silver Slugger as designated hitter. So another Topps Now for the collection. Couple cards here I bought in a little group. I might have won them individually, but combined shipping. Kyle Schwarber All-Star Game insert from last year's Topps Chrome update. So nice Schwarber there. From Bowman's Best UFO card. Kind of a cool looking card of Bryce Harper. I mean, ended up getting this, pretty cheap. I don't remember, a couple bucks. Regardless, these inserts are very cheap to buy as singles as opposed to spending $300 on a box of like 50 cards. And here's the refractor parallel of Bryce Harper from Bowman's Best as well. So happy to add those. From Topps Archives, picked up the John Kruk autograph. This is from the Hit Stars insert, the 1957 Topps Hit Stars. Weird checklist is like some big time names, and then there's guys like John Kruk who are fan favorites. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't belong in the set, and I certainly love it, but just like a weird mix of players, I guess I would say. But sweet John Kruk autograph there. Got a few Topps update pickups. This is the Halloween variation of Edmundo Sosa. I'm a big fan of this Sosa card. It was nice to see him. He's been a nice contributor the last 2 years. Did a lot in the playoffs last year. Really didn't get a shot this season in the playoffs. I think he only had a couple at-bats. Another one of those guys would have been nice to see him maybe get a few shots in the NLCS. That's the haunting thing for the NLCS. Besides the fact that the Phillies ultimately lost it. They were up 2-0. They were up 3-2. But, just no change when they were struggling in those last 3-4 games at the plate. You'd like to see some guys who have contributed in the past get a shot. But cool Edmundo Sosa card there for the Oddball Phillies collection. Got 2 of the Golden Mirror super short print image variations from Update. Got the Matt Strahm, very popular. Strahm is really popular in the hobby, probably because he's in the hobby, and a lot of people recognize that, so they like to collect them. And then Edmundo Sosa as well. So grabbed a few of those. Still need a bunch from Series 1, 2, and Update for the set. Update's been tough, though. I haven't even seen a few of the cards at all, so I don't know. They're probably out there. I don't know how much Update got open. And then the last purchase was a 2003 Topps Gold Cole Hamels, of course, numbered to 2003. It is numbered 1935 of 2003. It is a PSA 8. This is just one I kind of saw, hit the watch button, threw a cheap bid, ended up ultimately winning it. But Hamels, he'll go down as an all-time Philly. He'll eventually be in the Phillies Wall of Fame. He ultimately fell short of a Hall of Fame appearance or even strong consideration. I mean, maybe he'll get a handful of votes, but he was one of those under-the-radar guys who was really trending towards 3,000 strikeouts, and you're never going to get the wins and such, and he was never the best pitcher in baseball, but among the best pitchers in baseball for a long time. Had a lot of postseason success, but he was fairly healthy early in his career, but late in his career, I mean, he missed 4 of the last 5 seasons of his career, and only pitched a couple innings for the Braves in 2020, so unfortunately, he ended up ultimately falling short, but still, I mean, helped the Phillies win their World Series in 2008 as the NLCS and World Series MVP that year. Pitched a lot of other big games for the Phillies in the postseason. Had a complete game shutout against Cincinnati to clinch that series in 2010. An amazing, one of the better pitching performances in Phillies postseason history, but one that is completely forgotten because it happened 2 days after Roy Halladay's postseason no-hitter. So that's a sweet addition to the Phillies collection. Got some gifts. So this one I got a while ago. So Peril, if you're watching, you sent this in an envelope. This desk that you're looking at, that I finally back to doing some videos at, has been covered for a really long time. I just started getting things under control, and this was in an envelope that was buried under some stuff. It's a 2022 World Series card from 2023 Topps Heritage. This is a high number short print. They do the World Series highlights. And this was the final win of that great 2022 run where the Phillies beat up the Astros in Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead. And then unfortunately after that, things fell apart. They were no-hit the day after. They had the heartbreaking, really close game loss in Game 5. And then the heartbreaker in Game 6 as well. But that was Bryce Harper's first inning home run, so beautiful card there. And then I've got a couple packages here, so let's see what's in them. This one is from Bink Scott. Gary is a longtime member of YouTube, does a great job. Check out his channel. Not to be confused with Big Scott 35. And Gary hooked me up with this 2018 Topps Now Shohei Ohtani Japanese rookie in a SGC Gem Mint 10. Gary, I appreciate it. I know Gary had a number of these graded, I don't know, a month or two ago. And I made some comments, oh man, they're neat and stuff like that. And I remember when this stuff came out and I just, for whatever reason, didn't end up getting a purchase in. And he had messaged me and said, I'll keep one, but I didn't really feel right about that. So I had a feeling that might be what this was. Gary, appreciate it. That'll go into the collection. Certainly not something you had to do, but absolutely appreciate it. Shohei, it'll be interesting to see where he signs. As long as it's not in the NL East, I'll be okay with it. I don't know. Part of me would not mind. I know a lot of people want him to leave the Angels. I would like to see star player remain with their team. I'd like to see them build something and, get somewhere, but we'll see because the Angels are still a mess. They have a lot of work to do, but the Dodgers are a strong possibility. I don't know about Toronto. I don't know if I take that seriously, but I guess you never know. So we'll see. There could also be a mystery team out there. Who knows? But Gary, thank you for the Shohei Ohtani. And then we also got a package from Brad, 8671. He is a long time member of the community. He's been doing this for quite a while, sending out his Bradley Claus care packages. Brad, I don't know how you do it. Postage alone, it's appreciated by me and the community. I think people dig even watching the videos, seeing what you hook people up with. You do a great job with it. It's been a pleasure meeting you at the last few Nationals as well. So we will have to see what Brad hooked up. Appreciate it, of course. Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoy the package. Your friend, Brad8671. Brad Smith. Brad is a Dolphins fan, and if there's ever a time for the Dolphins, his Dolphins, to have a year to remember, might as well be now. I'm a fan of the New England Patriots, and can safely say this is about the worst they've ever been in my time watching them. So they're pretty brutal, at least offensively. So let's see what Brad's got here. All right, we got a graded card. So got some cardboard that we'll reuse. All right, so from the National, this is a National exclusive Bowman Chrome. That is from this year's National, and it is serial numbered out of 50, and it is Bryce Harper, so that is a perfect addition to both the Phillies collection and the Bryce Harper collection. Features Harper in the red jersey. Phillies have given up that uniform. They will not be wearing that this coming year. I think they're fine with it. It's the Nike rule, 5 uniforms or whatever, or 4+1. So the Phillies were going to have to give up a uniform this year as they add a City Connect. Honestly, not a fan of most City Connects, so hoping for the best, assuming the worst, to be honest. But this is an awesome card. Thank you, Brad. And then from 2004 Topps Tribute, it is a Mike Schmidt Hall of Fame Gold PSA 8. So that is super sweet. That is serial numbered 67 of 95. Features career stats from Mike Schmidt. Topps Tribute, a beautiful looking product. Gold parallel, even better. 1995, the year that Mike Schmidt was elected and inducted to the Hall of Fame. That is super sweet. And Brad, your generosity is amazing. And what might be the most amazing is you found 2 Phillies cards that I did not own. Gotta be honest, that is hard to do. Brad, thank you so much. Thank you guys out there for watching. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the pickups, the additions to the collection, and how are you guys been enjoying the hobby right now? Things are obviously kind of weird in some ways. Market softening and stuff, but the economy tightening a little bit. So it's like sometimes you got to choose what you're picking up, but there's always plenty of ways to collect. There's graded stuff, pricey stuff, and there's the cheap stuff that is also fun to pick up as well. It's always fun to collect. Just gotta zero in what you enjoy collecting. And if you guys watch this video, which obviously you would have, you're seeing a theme. You see that theme in the background. I like it all. I'd love to collect everything. I would love to build sets and collect all the Hall of Famers and all that, but I definitely zero in on the team I'm most passionate about, and that's the Philadelphia Phillies. Brad, thanks again. Gary, thanks again. And thank you guys all for watching. I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.